So thanks for tuning in. For those that are still around, I really, really appreciate it. Um, so the way that this works is the first 5 cards, the first row starting here, is your love reading. The second row is your general reading. Okay, so let's talk about this first. Love and relationships. You've got somebody that is really, really in love with you. I have here the Queen of Cups. This is someone, it could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. If they're not this sign, sun, moon, or rising, they can be somebody who's actually very attractive, very loving, very selfless, and quite spiritual as well. This is a person that comes to when, Geminis, you always have that one person that you go to. Like when you're pissed off, when you're upset, when you're frustrated, you always have somebody to vent to. You always do. And you have that one person that's like the pillar of your emotional support, okay? So I feel like this might be the person. I'm also sensing there is somebody in your life, possibly a relationship partner, that is really, really, really in love with you. And I feel like you're on guard. I feel like you're willing to fight for this person just because they're very in love with you. But because they're so in love with you, they can be very possessive. They can overstep their boundaries at times when they're jealous, when they're upset. They can, it's like they're so intuitive and so, they suppress a lot of emotion. So when it does come out, they can cut you with words. And I feel like some of you are a little bit wounded based on your interaction with this person. And you're staying in the relationship mainly because, they love you, or mainly because there are children in the picture and you don't want to dissolve that happy home situation. But the cornerstone of this is you're staying with somebody because they really, really love you. And in your, the deepest reservoir of your heart, you know that they will be there through thick and thin. And you know that they will be there for you no matter what. And so you're willing to fight for this, even though you feel as if the relationship itself, you feel like there's zero compatibility. Okay, there might also be situations where emotionally you might not feel the partner anymore, but you do want to stay because of the sheer power and gravity of the magnitude of their love for you. Some of you are looking elsewhere. You're just like, do I really want to stay in this anymore? Can I look at greener pastures? Can I go elsewhere? Can I move around? Can I relocate? Can I just be with somebody else? And I also feel as if the weight of this relationship feels very, very intense. And I feel like for a lot of air signs, in particular you and Aquarius, for a lot of air signs, the heavy emotional connection, it can feel really good at the beginning because it makes you feel like you have this kindred connection with the person. But over time, it's so heavy that it's a little bit draining, okay? And I feel like you are a little bit drained. Some of you could have been together with this person for 9 years. Some of you might have children together. And this person might be the best, caretaker when it comes to the kids' emotional needs. They could be, male or female. They take care of the kids. But the emotional exchange of energy, it just feels to me to be really, really heavy. I feel like you're grappling with some decisions. You're keeping things to yourself. Possibly even like, I'm sensing, honestly, midlife crisis. I have this perfectly great relationship partner, but the compatibility is not there. I want to look elsewhere. And you're examining this for the first time, it feels. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with this person. I can't leave this person. But I'm not emotionally happy. I want to see what else is there out there for me. And for some of you, it's like you're keeping all of this frustration pent up. You're keeping all of these things in, and you're not really at a point where you can admit it to yourself, okay? Or it's almost like I have to keep this under wraps, because once I share that with another person, once I tell my sibling or my best friend that I'm not entirely happy, there's nothing wrong with this person, I'm just not entirely happy, I'm not 100% content. Like once you tell your best friend that, or your siblings, or whoever it is, your therapist, once you tell them that, then you kind of have to admit it to yourself, and then you're forced to make some changes, right? And I feel like you're still not ready. I'm sensing as well, for those of you who are single, there might have been this person in your past. The relationship ended poorly. This is kind of like a falling out. You're very weary of this person. And likewise, the energy can flow both ways. For whatever reason, you might have hurt them. They're very weary of the connection. And I feel like you're looking back on this and thinking, I should not have done that, or the other person should not have done that to me. So there's still that sour taste in your mouth, okay? And with this High Priestess, this is a card about self-awareness, admitting things to ourselves, revealing to other people how we feel. And so I feel for some of you, you're caught between two people. The person from the past, or, they're with you right now, and a new person. The High Priestess, male or female, this is somebody that keeps their feelings very, very close to their chest. With this energy, I'm getting like a very strong Virgoan energy, a very strong Gemini energy, very strong Aquarius, and also Taurus energy with this High Priestess. Those are the signs that kind of keep things a little bit bottled in, okay? And it's like you're holding back your feelings. They're holding back their feelings as well. Trying to make, a move towards them, or they're trying to make a move towards you. But it seems as if you're so preoccupied with everything else, you're not really seeing this connection. Okay, so there is somebody here. There is somebody here that is waiting for their opportunity. Okay, and let me just see, who can we expect? They're waiting for you to move on before they can make an offer. Okay, they're waiting for you to move on before they can make an offer. And I also feel many of you are waiting to move on before you can approach this person with a new offer. So I feel like a lot of internal conflict that's playing out for you guys. And emotionally, you're not like emotionally rattled. I feel like you know what you want, and you want to work at things. You don't want to be seen as, the stereotypical flaky Gemini. You want to work at things, and you want to value the right people. If someone loves you wholeheartedly, you want to be there for them. You want to nurture that relationship. But it just feels to me like you're ready to move on, and you can't make this offer until this move happens. And this just came to me. You're interested in somebody, but for whatever reason, you can't make this offer until the move happens for them. So they could be the one stuck in the relationship, and you're waiting around for them. And you can't really give them anything solid, ask them to go on a date until they're free from their situation. So somebody's not free. The new person that you're dealing with, okay? This is somebody who's very psychic, very intuitive. They're very cold and distant. But the nature of the High Priestess is that she or he works from a higher vibration. They might see you embroiled in this, and they don't want to have anything to do with it. It's hard for them to express their emotions. So unless they feel sure about you, they can't really express it. Okay? I feel like for many of you, you need to get rid of situations and relationships and, you know, this pattern before you can move on with a new person. This is someone who's very, very intuitive, and they sense things, they sense energies, they sense vibration, they know how you feel about them, and they also might know why you're stuck, okay? So, let's see. Let's move on to the general reading here. First of all, I'm getting overall, it's not so much work related, it's more like a spiritual message for you guys. You're looking to expand, you're looking for more fun and more excitement in your life. You're looking to travel, you're looking to meet new people, you're looking for some type of a change in your environment, okay? And then every time you try to do that, some type of calamity happens that draws you back in. So, for example, you could be in a work situation where you're the problem solver. You know, a lot of Geminis are really good at troubleshooting. You react and think really fast on your toes. You know how to talk yourself out of trouble. And you also are really good at providing like quick insights to solve other people's problems, okay? So you want something new. You want a more dynamic work environment. You want a change of scenery. Every time you try to go, somebody would rush in and tells you, hey, I have this issue. And you know the nature of Gemini, you guys love to feel helpful. You guys are really good at helping people. And you love to feel wanted and needed and helped. And I feel like what it's doing is that it's giving you this false sense of security. Yes, they need you, but at the same time, is the work fulfilling? Do you need them? So just make sure that things are reciprocated wherever you go, in whatever situation you find yourself in, because I feel like this might be work, but it's also playing out in your relationship. Yes, they love you, but do you love them? Okay, so I feel like it's time for you to kind of like not take on other people's problems or energies as your own. And it's time for you to differentiate between what you want versus what other people want. People are always going to love you and they're always going to need you. But is this creating a pattern of codependency? And is it making you happy? Or are you feeling a little bit stuck? Or are you feeling a little bit like, my time has come, it's not serving its purpose anymore? So you're a really good candidate overall when it comes to your professional life and your career. You're looking for change. And I feel like for many of you, you're at a point where you're heavily thinking about retirement. And you know, the company that you're in, they might be telling you, oh, don't retire just yet. And you feel very, very tired. But the fact that they tell you, oh, we really need you, we really need, you know, we need someone as capable as you are. And that kind of pulls you back, and that kind of forces you, not really forces you, but you decide to put your retirement plans on the back burner because you feel wanted and needed in this situation. So really think about, you know, why are you holding yourself back, okay? Why are things not moving along? Is it because you're always spending a lot of time catering to other people? Can you make decisions that are a little bit more, less like from the emotional neediness type of a standpoint where other people constantly need you, and take charge of things, take ownership of your own life, make decisions that benefit you, because it's tiring to constantly live vicariously through other people, or it's constantly like it's tiring to constantly have to cater to other people, and it's giving you a false sense of security. All right, a lot of revelations honestly will be coming in for you guys for this week, if not this month. The moon is about revelation. The high priestess is about accepting some of the truths and not really denying them anymore. So I feel like a lot of culmination information is coming into the picture for you to really take a good look at your life and figuring out what brings me emotional fulfillment and what do I need to do to pursue that. On the work front, I feel like we have here fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. This is somebody that's coming in and out of the picture in the work front. They could be a contractor. There might be issues with contractors and contracts. And if this is an employee of yours or an employee that is working with you, I feel like there's somebody new coming in and it's exciting. But I'm also feeling like they're trying to shake things up, okay? Not entirely negatively, but I feel like it's really hindering your workflow, and I feel like you might not appreciate that too much, okay?